Boelter Jones, Pro Football Hall of Famer, top 100.
Tyler Lockett from the Seattle Seahawks.
DK Metcalf from
Nate Burleson. You're watching NorbCam.
NorbCam.
You're watching NorbCam.
What is going on, people, with all these rumors going on with the Seahawks and the Cleveland Browns? I just don't get it. I mean, first it's the Myles Garrett trade that was admitted by a bitter Packers fan who apparently had nothing better to do. And now the internet is abuzz with this latest rumor that the Seahawks tried to trade Russell Wilson to the Cleveland Browns for the number 1 pick. So I don't know what it is, and thank you guys for jumping in this early on this breaking news. I don't even know if it's breaking news. I'll break this down for you guys. Okay, so went to the source as to what started this rumor. Let's just see how real this was. Okay, so where this came from was from NBC Sports' Chris Sims. And I actually like listening to Chris Sims and Mike Florio. They have a pro football talk show. I listen to it on podcast. And so this is where it came from. This is where it all started. So Chris Sims on the show said, even said himself, I had heard a rumor from some people that I trust a couple years ago, and Seattle called Cleveland when they had the number 1 pick. And there was this rumor going on around the NFL that they offered Russell Wilson to the Browns the year they drafted Baker Mayfield. But I don't know how serious those discussions were. Okay, so a couple of words should jump out right away before you start putting this out as news. First of all, he already said himself there was a rumor going on. So he's already admitting this was a rumor. And then he says, I don't know how serious these discussions were. Then further, he says that he never actually followed up on the rumor and chalked it up as a negotiation tactic by the Seahawks to get Wilson to eventually re-sign at a price to their liking. Okay. So that should pretty much spell it all, folks. For those of you who are going to, you media people and future media people out there, before you just put it out there that somebody said Seahawks trade Browns, gotta put the headline out there. Read your facts. Rumor, mentioned twice, never followed up, assumed it was a negotiation tactic, which really means nothing. And all these people blowing up messages and stuff. Did you hear about Russell Wilson being traded to the Browns? It's a real thing. I was like, I say, what? This is not a real thing. How real is this thing? You know, there was a lot of other rumors going around that Russell Wilson wanted to sign with the Giants and that Sierra wanted him to move to New York. And, you know, there's definitely negotiation, ploys that both sides take to try to get some leverage in a discussion. I mean, I'm sure there's stuff like that going on with Clowney right now. And when you hear about things that he's talking to the Titans and he's talking to these guys, and it's all probably ways to kind of have him go to his agent, yo, man, we got to see if we can get Seattle to offer more money because that 13, 14 is just not enough. I got to get closer to 20 mil, man. All right, let me see what I can do, bro. Let me talk to the Titans, and we'll just kind of let them know that we're talking to other teams. That way, if they really want you bad and they think that the Titans might try to offer you 16 or 17, maybe they'll move their offer up from 13 or 14 up to 15, 16. All right, I'll see what we can do. So I'm sure all that stuff goes on. But I just think it's funny that this is 2020, so this is 2 years ago, and why this story surfaces now and why we're having back-to-back rumors involving the Cleveland Browns just blows my mind. And I think people are just running out of things to talk about during the quarantine because there's nothing to talk about because nobody's doing anything. Nobody's practicing. Nobody's, it's all just off-season, craziness and talk. And so anyway, so here I'm adding to the noise that more news to talk about that this is fake news. But I just wanted to, just get my own 2 cents out there that Yeah, this is nothing, folks. So just forget about it. And for those of you who didn't read past the details that this was for 2 years ago and might be thinking the Seahawks want to trade him now for the Browns, no. Okay, so and this will even look like, why would the Seahawks? What would they've gotten if they actually did trade the Browns and had the number 1 pick overall? Let's just look at the first 10 guys to have gone in the 2018 draft, shall we? So in order of that year, here's who were drafted in that. Oh, look at the whole round. Baker Mayfield, which is obviously who the Cleveland Browns took. Would you have wanted to give up Russell Wilson for Baker Mayfield? I think at the time I wouldn't have done it. Looking back now for the last 2 years, certainly would not have done it. Number 2 was Saquon Barkley, who went to the Giants. Saquon Barkley, good running back. Would you look back now after 2 years and go, yeah, Russell Wilson for Saquon Barkley would have been a good move? I think not. Sam Darnold went to the Jets at number 3. Would Russell Wilson have been a good switch for Sam Darnold? Denzel Ward, cornerback, also went to the Browns. Okay, Bradley Chubb goes to the Broncos, defensive end. Okay, that would have been an intriguing one. And what, number 5? Would you have given up Russell Wilson for him? Quentin Nelson, a guard, went to the Colts at number 6. Okay, Josh Allen went to the Browns at number 7. Good quarterback. He led them to the playoffs for the first time in many years. How did he handle that playoff game last year? You might say he's got a little bit of growing to do. Yeah, not a move I would have made. Roquan Smith, linebacker out of Georgia for the Bears. Okay, Mike McGlinchey, tackle, went to the 49ers. I think of that name. I remember one play where Jadeveon Clowney blew him up in that Seahawks 49ers game. And I'll just stop here at number 10. Josh Rosen, quarterback, went to the Cardinals. He's not even their quarterback anymore. All right, and we can go down the line. Mika Fitzpatrick at 11, Vita Vea at number 12 to the Buccaneers, and so on and so forth. So even if you were to buy into this rumor, it doesn't even make sense to me what they would have gotten. It wasn't like, I think there's this glaring thing they needed at number 1, that the number 1 pick to have given up Russell Wilson for even any of those top 10, 11, 12 players that win the draft, that I certainly wouldn't swap at this point. So if there was any truth to the rumor, thank goodness, Seattle, you didn't pull the trigger on that one, because that would have been a not good move. All right. That was it. Just want to get that out there. So everybody, cool your jets. We're cool. Russell Wilson is going to be here for a long time, and I'll probably be here for his entire career if things work out that way. But that's it. Just want to throw my 2 cents and get my word out there in the hat. I hope you guys have a great day. I'm going to be doing a little more. I'm going to have a guest later on today to talk a little bit of fantasy football. The fantasy football counselor. Hope you'll tune in for that later this afternoon, going live at 2 p.m. Seattle time, Pacific time. But for now, you guys have a great day. Don't forget to sub me up, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you see some videos up here, click on them, and love to have you watching me on a regular basis. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a great one. Go Hawks.